Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Odyssey playthrough. This is part number 2. In the last episode, we went ahead and we got ourselves our two goofy little starters with Plusle and Minun right here. We met ourselves our teammates that we're going to be going through the game with and exploring with. Robot Girl and Country Bumpkin Boy are their official names. We have our Plusle and Minun though, and today I want to go ahead and pick up a bunch of the side quests. The general consensus on side quests that I saw was pretty mixed, so I'm going to try and record all of them, but only include the ones that end up with a good reward or are very interesting to do. I'm not going to try and do every single one of them on screen, but I'm going to at least pick all of them up on screen just so we know what we have available to us. Howdy, I'm Rika, the shopkeeper of the guild. You know, lately we lack raw materials and we're down to just the basic items. I really wish the shop could get back to the old days, but without help we won't make it. What? You would help us? I did not say that. Thank you. Starters, I'll ask you for 5 red flowers and 3 emeralds. You can get them from gathering and mining points of the first stratum. Okay. You can just keep your... Oh, you just go through the thing again. Okay. I wasn't sure if the exclamation point would go away. What do you have over here, though? Do we have extra goodies, or are these the same kind of things? Homeward Bones. Bones. My neuron activates. Homeward Bones. That looks reasonably normal, and you have also somewhat normal stuff. You have berries. EV reducing berries. More interesting one. Okay. I like that that's an option. That does make me wonder if maybe there's going to be a little bit more of a priority onto EV training my Pokemon. We will see. Hello, here we take care of one of the trades. Do you wish to trade one of your Pokemon for a random one? Probably not the best idea to trade either Plusle or Minun. They have plus and minus, they're very useful, especially in double battles. And here we can remember moves. Okay, out of curiosity, can Minun get, you know, Thunder? I doubt it. No, it's just Tackle. Okay, yep, that makes sense, Tackle's the only move that I actually got rid of. So yeah, we will, put out of here, nothing to do there. Hello, here you can exchange flowers for special Pokeballs. See something you like? Time balls. How many? 1. Change, I want a purple flower. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for purple. I'm not too worried about netballs or anything like that. Those don't interest me nearly as much. I assume this is to rest and sleep to heal my Pokemon. I don't think we need to do that. Child, ugh. Hi, you know that I really like Shroomish. If you have one, I can trade you my Clefairy. You in? No, I don't think I would. I honestly think I prefer Breloom, if I'm being perfectly honest. Oh, and you were the name raider, right? And we spoke to everyone in this corner. Okay. I want to go back to the Krabby Club. I mean, I know that's the sentiment of everyone. Everyone always wants to go back to the Krabby Club. Who wouldn't want to be in the Krabby Club after all? But I want to see what other quests we have over here. I'm not going to worry too much about plotting a course to complete any of these right now. Right now at least. But, you know, we'll have a look. I heard there's a Sneasel colony on the island of Arendelle. I've never seen one myself. Won't you show me one? I could catch a Sneasel. Sure, yeah, I'll agree to that. Yeah, I like the idea of getting a Sneasel. How's it even possible? They said I could find Yanma in Varley Woods, but I haven't seen a single one. Can you find one for me? I can give you my Porygon. Maybe Porygon's different. I don't know, maybe. I'm kinda in a desperate position here. The load of berries I was waiting for is yet to arrive, but I need it ASAP for my sister's wedding cake. You're an adventurer, aren't you? You pick some berries for me? Ma'am, what do you think an adventurer does? Because you're damn right I'm gonna pick those berries. Let's go. Okay. The 10 or okay, that's a lot of berries. 10 orange berries, 5 peach berries, 5 chesto berries. That's a lot of berries. Okay, alright. Sure. We also had more up here. Man, I was so close. Oh, my bad. I was talking to myself. I found a small entrance into the sandy caves of the second stratum. There was also an old amber. Oh, you don't say. But the second I got close to it, some Pokemon attacked me and I ran away. I'm too scared to go down there. Will you go instead? This is the kind of quest that I will be doing 100% and I will show. That quest sounds interesting to me. Because that makes it sound like there's like a boss fight Pokemon and a cool reward. That quest, very interesting. Picking berries, much less interesting. Hey, you there. You're next from the island of Fibonea, right? Little prodigy everyone's been yapping about? Hey, that's me, yeah. What? Do I know you? Name's Tio. Slayer of amateurs. Unstoppable boar of the forest. Please tell me you have just like a Lechonk or something. I make it my hobby to send cocky little trainers, well, adventurers, crying back to their villages, and you're next on the list. It's the fight you want, you'll get one. Well, well, I didn't expect you to actually take the bait. Makes your loss all the more delicious. What do you say we take this little brawl to your home turf? Let's fight in Fiberneer Woods. I want the trees to remember your defeat. This guy also has a quest that interests me, because I want to beat him up. Just don't cry when the trees witness your humiliation instead. Okay, okay. These two, good quests. I like the sound of these quests more than the others. And then we have a Hex Maniac. Damn it, I counted wrong. I knew I needed more. Ooh, me? I was preparing to make a love potion to make my crush fall in love with me. Oh. Oh. I need more ingredients, though. 4 red flowers and 4 yellow flowers. Will you be so kind to pick them up for me? I can give you a dusk stone in exchange. I'm more interested in seeing the results of her love potion. That's what I want to see. But yeah, we'll accept that. These quests at the top here have seemed a lot more interesting than, you know, go find a Pokemon for a potential trade. Let's head back to Fiberneer Woods. I do also want to... Actually, before we go, I want to see what Pokemon we can catch over here. I'm immediately interested in the Poochyena, so we're catching that. Yep. I kind of want to fill out the team a little bit today. That is my main aim of today, is pick up all the side quests, see what looks cool, and fill out the team to a nice party of 6, preferably with Pokemon that are new to this game. That would be ideal. If we find something really cool, like, you know, if there's a Shinx, I'm gonna catch the Shinx. Although, then again, I mean, we have a Plusle and a Minun. We have a Plusle and a Minun. Do I really need to catch a Shinx if I see one? If there's a differently typed Shinx, sure, but that I would consider a new Pokemon to the game. Yeah, I don't know what Pokemon would interest me enough to slap it on the team, even if it was normal still. We'll see, we'll see. But either way, we have Poochyena right here, the Fenrir Pokemon. It's a very tenacious nature. It's a cute sense of smell lets it chase a chosen prey without ever losing track. A Puppo. This is just Puppy Dog. What do we want to call Poochyena? We can still go ahead and nickname Plusle and Minun. I have not came up with a good name for them yet. I don't know what type this is. That would help me name it. Well, going by color, I'm assuming that this is some sort of ice type. Like an ice type Fenrir. So I'm gonna call it Crystal. And if this ends up not being an ice type, it's still a reasonably nice name for a female pooch, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? It'll be fine. Surely it's an ice type, right? Surely I've got this right. It's not gonna be, is it? It is Ice Dark. Okay, yeah, Crystal works then. Quiet nature, which is not ideal. Has Fur Coat. That's a good ability. That's a very good ability. Also pretty nice on an ice type, because it wouldn't really be taking a... I'm thinking of Fluffy, actually, not Fur Coat, but... yeah, still, nice. Nice, that is a nice thing to have. What else do we have over here while we're here? We have Poochyena and what? Well, Zigzagoon, I guess. But Zigzagoon, while it does tempt me, it's a little bit too ordinary. Wingull as well. Honestly, I kind of want to bop the Wingull with Thundershock just because I can. This is very rude. But listen, it's 4 times super effective. Sometimes you just gotta hit the button, okay? Sometimes you gotta hit the button. And this is one of the times where I felt like I needed to hit the button. Also, XP share all is on, so Poochyena will be gaining XP, which is nice. Oh! Oh! Weird. Weird Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is trying to disguise itself as an actual child. We'll catch it. Doesn't... Oh. Ground type? Ground type would be bad. Well, it'd be good, because it'd be a typing we don't have, but it'd be bad because our team is not equipped for that. We have a Plusle and a Minun, basically. I'm just gonna headbutt. Not the craziest damage. Strangle Seeds. My speed fell, my evasion fell. Not the worst. I'm just gonna go for another headbutt, get a little bit more damage off. We get a flinch, nice. It's a 1-turn move. It's not gonna keep applying. Okay, okay. I thought for a second there it was going to be like a leech seed effect that was going to just lower my speed over and over again every turn, which was honestly sounding like a very, very strong move. Okay, so ground type with Strangle Seed. That makes me think grass ground, but its appearance does not fit that. When I think of grass ground, I think of Torterra, right? I think of big, beefy land turtle, not small child. We do get it caught, and let's have a look at what we're dealing with this Jigglypuff. Over XP, Minun hits level 7. Okay, they're back on the same level again. That makes me happy. And we also get 1 level to Poochyena. Very nice. And let's see, you are the farmer Pokemon. Okay, yeah, I do see that, I guess. Okay, that makes sense for the Strangle Seeds, I suppose. It sings lullabies to soothe both crops and creatures. It's said that its voice helps plants grow lush and healthy. Okay, so you're still a singer. Honestly, I'm calling you Lyra just because we called the other Pokemon that we caught already Crystal, and I'm on a Gen 2 mood for names right now. We're going with Lyra. There's the farm girl. Let's have a look at what typing you are, first of all. You are a normal ground type. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep, that fits with the Thunder Wave not working. And also, it's a typing we don't have. You have Filter as well. Okay, interesting. With Cover as your main damaging move. It's not the worst. Stronger than Tackle, at least. Although we could probably put Headbutt on it, actually, if we wanted to. That's probably something we could do. Okay. I feel like I've seen 99% of the Pokemon here. There was also a Pidgey that I don't know if I said anything while I was encountering, so I don't know if I said anything about that. But, yeah, let's go ahead and head back to the woods, shall we? So we can have ourselves a couple more encounters to grab over there. There was the Spearow and the Rattata, at least, that we could go ahead and grab. Alright, here we go. Time to find them. Wait, Fizzle didn't even tell us their names, did he? Well, yeah, at least he gave us a description. Target spotted. Green hair, average height, glasses, engage conversation. That's the hardest part. Are we sure that's him? See anyone else who looks like him? No. Also, I'll go talk to him. But not after I get my okay. I thought they were gonna give me controls again. Listen, there's a side quest though. Excuse me, mister? We're looking for the Pokemon Professor from the Lina region. And mister, ugh, I'll never get used to that. You found him. I'm Renak. Renak, is that a tree? That doesn't sound like a tree. Pokemon Professor from Lina. So, how can I help you? It's probably a tree. I have to believe that all Pokemon Professors are trees, in a past life. Oh, hey, we've been looking for you. We're explorers from Talrega's Guild. The boss sent us to escort you here. We'd love to come with you, but something's come up. He stole my assistant's purse, and needless to say, he took off after him. Could you help me find her? Got bright orange hair, blue eyes, and you'll hear her from miles away. You can't miss her. Give it to us. The island isn't that big after all. We'll find her soon, I hope. Ugh, I just hope she hasn't gotten herself into any trouble. I get the feeling she's going to be in trouble. I'm going to heal, just because we did take a little tiny bit of damage, and we are heading to an area where we're likely to go ahead and get into a battle with a guy who must be humiliated in front of the trees. So, you know, just little things, just little things. We have plenty of potions, although we did turn on hard mode, and I feel like that said that we couldn't heal. That might be hard, actually, now that I think about it, but either way. This tree may contain a Pokemon. Do you want to use Headbutt? Yes! Do it again! Is that Spinarak? Oh, no, it's Mankey. Okay. I'm not too interested in an ordinary Mankey. I don't think I care. The typing would be nice. I'm curious if we can get anything else out of the tree, though. Seedot? Seedot. Okay. Seedot. Again, not a variant though. I'm not gonna limit myself to only using variants in this playthrough, necessarily. But I do want to make sure that we catch some variants and learn some typings early on. Ah, there he is. He is in the woods. I don't know if I want to catch another Pokemon so that we have another team member before we fight him, or if I want to go and fight him while my Pokemon are at full HP. Both are good. I guess we'll do it at full HP. Well, I didn't think you'd actually accept the challenge. I guess you're not as smart as you look. Stop talking and start fighting. You're wasting my time. I'm probably going to get destroyed here because I feel like I maybe meant to have leveled up a little bit more than what I have so far. Fine, you asked for it. Behold. I'm terrified. Oh my god, it's gonna use Bide. Oh, a Seedot. Oh, that's it? Really? Oh, 2 Seedots. If they have explosion, 2 Seedot. Oh, a 3rd Seedot. All with explosion. And another one. Give me another one, though. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're up to 4. Yeah, okay, okay. The way they're positioned, 2 more could appear from behind, and I could be circled. Yeah, okay, alright. Wow, they even came at the same time. 6 Seedot. Brace yourselves. This is where your journey ends. Seedot, attack! It's actually a little bit terrifying, in a way. Don't mess with a man who has a favorite, okay? Listen, if you see a guy come at you with like 6 Pukamukas, they are level 18. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you saying? Okay. I see what we're doing here. I see. I see. Yep. We are doing kind of what I was expecting. Yep. Yep. So... I get XP for this, though. Wait. Wait. Farming strategy? Hold on. Hold on a second now. What is this? That was actually very effective at getting the back members of my team on par with the front members of my team. I would consider this worth my time. Actually, I would say that this was worth it. Obviously, I'm not going to be winning. All we would need to win this, though, is a ghost type, right? So if we see any ghost type, we win. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm not going to be living the explosions, so it doesn't really matter what I click. I don't know why I'm trying to optimize this. Maybe with fur coat. No, just kidding. Obviously we're not going to be living, but interesting. I thought it was going to be like 6 level 9 Seedot is kind of what I was thinking they were going to use or something like that. Losing the money sucks, but thankfully it's not too much. And back to the Pokemon Center we go. Okay. Okay. I'm curious if he's still there, and that's a battle that we can just redo. I'm under the assumption that this is a battle that we can just go and revisit, and it's not just like, hey, we've lost permanently. If we've lost permanently, that would suck, and I would be very upset. But no, he's still just there. Still just chilling. Let's see what other Pokemon we can find in this place and go back to filling out our team, ignoring the Seedot massacre that just happened. There's the Spearow. There's the Spearow. It looks kind of like a bug. I'm gonna try and Thunder Wave. Doesn't affect. Oh. But you have Bug Antenna. I guess I'm headbutting you down. Okay, we are gonna catch it, obviously, because new Pokemon, and I want to learn its typing and everything about it. So we'll go ahead and get this thing caught. It definitely looks like a bug. Maybe it's... I mean, Bug Ground makes me just think of Nincada, not Spearow. It could be Bug Electric. It is yellow, to an extent. If it is, we're probably not going to end up using it because of the fact that we have Plusle and Minun as our electric type, at least for the earlier part of this game. We might stop relying on the Plusle Minun gimmick a little bit later, but early on, plus minus is very good. It busily flits around here and there. Even if it is frail, it can be tough. It can be a tough foe that uses electric attacks. Okay, so yeah, electric typing. Let's go ahead and give you a quick name. You're just gonna be Vika. I'm assuming that you're like a Vikavolt. So I'm just gonna call you Vika. Up Vikavolt, little wannabe. And are you part bug? Electric flying? No, actually. I guess flying does also make sense. It does have wings, but why does it have antenna? Has Volt Absorb, which is interesting. I wish you had Explosion Absorb, so I could go ahead and win against that guy. So I got humiliated in front of the trees, and I feel a little bit bad about that. Oh, that's a different cry. Ooh. 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 Neuron activated. I like the look of that Hoot Hoot. Can you be Thunder Waved? I've encountered like 5 Mankeys from this tree, but I saw a Sentret which was different, so I kept going to see if there was anything different, and there is a Hoot Hoot in the tree. We're gonna Headbutt. Power Flinching, you know, the classic. Gust makes me think it's still part flying, although that appearance makes me wonder if it's psychic. Maybe I'm just hoping, because Noctowl would just make such a good psychic type in general, and so many fan games make it part psychic that maybe I'm just assuming psychic a little bit too early. Either way, though, I like the idea of grabbing this Hoot Hoot and putting it onto the team. Just for now. I mean, we have the EXP all anyway, so we should fill out all 6 slots. I think we'll also go ahead and grab the Rattata as well, and we'll probably replace the Spearow off the team for now. Its haunting hoots carry hypnotic power, making even the strongest minds succumb to sleep. The Hypnowl. That still makes you think of Psychic. This is Honk, the Hoot Hoot. This is Honk. You might be like, why are you calling this Honk? I couldn't think of a good name that started with hip, for like hypnotism. So it's Honk. Honk will do. Honk is a great name in its own way. Let's see what Honk has going on. Honk is Psychic Flying. Good, good. I like that typing. That typing is cool. You have good special defense. You have reasonably ordinary Hoot Hoot stats by that stat spread. Hoot Hoot's normally got good special defense over its other stats. With Gust, Growl, and Tackle. Pretty ordinary Hoot Hoot shenanigans going on there. I want to remove this Spearow from the team for a Rattata. Feels weird to say, but it's true. That is what I want to do. This tempts me. This does tempt me. I am tempted to get a Alolan Grimer just because I really do like its typing of Poison Dark being incredibly strong and only weak to ground. And Alolan Muck is pretty good, honestly, just in general. But I'm gonna try and stick to newer Pokemon, I think. Ah, there we go. There's the Rattata I've been waiting for. I've encountered so many coughing, but I knew this thing was here because we saw it in the last episode. So I kept persevering, but damn. Trail Blaze. It's a good move, especially early while the low base power doesn't really hinder it as much. It just gives it a lot of speed control, actually. Obviously, it's paralyzed right now, which is unfortunate for it. There's the beautiful Power Flinch shenanigans that I keep doing, and let's get this thing caught. This is a full team of 6 of just variants as well, which is very nice to have early. Well, no. We've got 5 variants. We have Fossil and Miners as starters, which aren't variants. But we couldn't have a full team of variants. I don't know why I said that. We have a full backup for of variants alongside our duo start. A nimble and cunning Pokemon that scurries through dense forests, using its sharp claws to climb trees with ease. Trees, ease. Ease trees. Ease the trees. There's a lot of good names that you could come up with for a Rattata, but this is just a menace. That's all he's going to be. He's going to be a menace. I don't know how long he's going to be on the team. He's going to be a menace while he's here. Let's have a look. You are normal grass. I do like grass types. I do. I thought it was poison, to be honest, given that everything else on this route has been poison. There's been Coughing, Venonat, and the Alolan Grimer. So I assume poison, but it does have Scrappy. That's good. That's a good ability. Okay, okay. I like the Scrappy. Scrappy's cool. Scrappy's cool. Let's go ahead and head inside and see what we have going on in here in the abandoned lab. You wretched thief, give me back my purse right now. What the? Ow, my poor ears. Analysis complete. Probability that these screams belong to our target, 99.99%. Recalculate probability? No, I'm pretty sure this is the place. Keep your eyes open. Goodies to the right. Goodies to the right. Goodies to... Okay. Unfortunate. Not the case. Goodie here. Nope. Unfortunate. Not the case. We do have trainers in here. And we also have new Pokemon, though. What do we have in here? We have Magnemite. That is a good Pokemon. But my problem is we have Fossil and Minun. So we have our electric typing. Although I'm sure we're going to find a lot of electric types in this area, given that it is the power plant. I'm going to try and battle this guy. assuming we're going to go into a double battle. And I'm curious about levels. Because they did say that the level cap was 18. Is everyone going to be at the level cap? No. Okay, good. There is cool-looking Ekans, though. Okay, we've got cool Ekans. Rattata doesn't scare me as much as the Ekans does. But we could still Thunder Wave it. I feel like Thunder Wave is just such a good start. And I'm going to try and Thunder Shock into the Ekans, and we're going to see if this even affects. That Ekans might be a ground type. It looks slightly poisony still. Neutral damage. Okay, that's fine. Neutral damage is fine. Etheric Boon. Excuse me? Growth. Okay. Growth, that's fine. Growth isn't too scary. You're gonna go down to another Thunder Shock. Etheric Boon is a cool name. More so than anything else. I like the words that were said to me. They make me feel like I'm in Fantasy World, which is nice. And we can go ahead and Power Flinch into the Rattata. Doesn't pay off, unfortunately. I guess my best play is probably just helping hand headbutting with Minun, given that Minun hits so much harder. And we'll see the damage difference. Ow, quick attack. Headbutt, though. That's some big... Okay, that was a crit, to be fair. That was a crit. That does add to the damage. But yeah, I mean, still pretty good damage. Another crit. Back-to-back crits from Minun right there. Okay. Crystal level 8. Very nice. I guess we could put, like, some different Pokemon in front as well. Menace level 5. Probably not Menace, given that he's a bit low level, but we could go ahead and, instead of just using Plusle and Minun together, we could try putting, you know, our Jigglypuff and Poochyena in front and seeing if this is an interesting duo or not. Go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see. And we'll get into this next battle. Are you friends with that orange-haired weirdo? No, but I would like to at least see her in this episode. Hopefully this area isn't too many battles in a row. Coughing and Mankey. Not too scary. Not too scary. Obviously, a fighting type move would destroy Poochyena, so I'm going to just double into Mankey and hope that it doesn't karate chop me. It's going to karate chop me, though, isn't it? Scratch. That's fine. That's baby damage. And poison gas. That's also... Well, that's not fine. That's kind of annoying, actually, because we don't really have too many ways to heal that this early on. But we'll go for our Icicle Spear, which can be a very strong move if we get a lot of hits. We don't have Skill Link, because obviously we have Fur Coat. Unfortunately, only 3. It's fine, we also doubled into that slot, so it's not the end of the world, but it would have been nice if that damage could have, you know, shifted onto Coughing instead if we'd gotten the 4 hits. It's fine, though. Jigglypuff is getting some fat HP gains, though. Very fat HP gains, which makes it really unfortunate that it's poisoned right now, because it means that those HP gains, unfortunately, aren't really gonna matter, because poison is a percentage of HP. Icicle Spear. There's 3. There's 4. Look at him go, look at him go, look at him go. There's 5. That's what we like to see from a good old multi-hit move. Hopefully we can get some loaded dice very soon. I don't think we're going to be getting loaded dice very soon, but it would be very nice if they gave it to us this early to give me a nice, strong Poochyena. Do we have any poison heals or any berries? We do have 1 Pecha Berry, and you know what? I'm going to use it. I know I need to go and collect berries for 1 quest, so maybe that wasn't the best of ideas, but still, I feel like we should do it. Go ahead and battle you as well. And we'll see what you have. Do you have anything interesting? You have Rattata and Zubat. That sounds like things that will get Icicle Speared. I'm going to Icicle Spear into the Rattata because I don't know what it can do. I guess I do know what it can do. Now that I think about it, I do know exactly what it can do. I have the Pokemon. Maybe I should have went for the Zubat so I didn't get confused. I do love when you see, like, that classic meme of showing someone an image of a Zubat, and it's just captioned underneath, This image has a 55% chance to confuse you. Because I swear the Zubat, they do one thing, they use Supersonic. Right, that's all they do. What is he? I need that. I need that. I no longer know who I would replace for that. Maybe Bustle and Minun. But I need Cosmic Goop Gulpin. That is a requirement for my team. Absolutely required. Please give me Cosmic Goop Gulpin sooner rather than later, please, game. I would like to have that. I would like to have that very badly. Dawn. Okay, but thankfully we can KO it next turn before we get taken to sleep, so we won't have to wake ourselves up. And let's just go ahead and double into that spot. Any resistance? Oh, yes. Resists ice. That could be a lot of typings. That could be steel. That could be water. Probably water, right? Probably water, I would assume. Lyra learned Lullaby, which I'm assuming puts things to sleep, so that's a very nice move to have for catching Pokemon. Look at this team and how quickly they are leveling. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But I don't want this episode to run on for too long. I would love to have gotten to the Orange-Haired Woman, but I think we're going to wrap things up here. It's a little bit of a weird stopping point, I know. But also, this room is very hot. The UK is very hot right now, and I'm starting to overheat. So, a little bit of a weird stopping point, but I did my goal, which was catch a bunch of new Pokemon and fill out my team. Next episode, we will go and continue with the main story quest, and we will go to the Orange-Haired Woman up above. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado,